Well, hey there, kings, queens, and in-betweens. Jareth here from the Pride Center, coming at you with a drag king makeup tutorial. That was very loud. Heads up first, I am not a professional drag king. I do this for fun and because I've got a lot of free time in my hands, as I imagine some of you might also. First things first, we're gonna go over the products that I use. Again, that these can all be substituted for whatever you have. I know getting to the store right now is not really a thing, so don't stress on that. Just use what you got. And I'll be going over all the things that go into my very specific look. So, you know, pick and choose the things you like, do what you want to do. Drag is about expression and having fun with gender roles. So if you don't want to have a beard, don't have a beard. If you don't like glitter, then you're wrong, but I accept your opinion. I start with the foundation. I usually use this stuff, it's like $3, so that's why I get it. But as you can see, it has separated and is also empty. So I will not be using that today. Instead I'll be using my really expensive theater makeup from back when I was a theater major. It'll work, it's great. It'll stay. It'll stay forever. Good luck watching your face in the next 3 days. You're also gonna want a shadow, highlight, and a stipple sponge, one of these cute little boys, or a stipple brush really helps. Now you can also do it with like a big blush, well, not a big one, like a medium-sized blush brush, and just sort of fill it in. An eyeliner pencil, or an eyebrow pen. I like this little eyebrow pen. It's like angled, and I dig that. This is, I don't know, NYX's Fill-In Fluff. And this is Wet n Wild's Color Con. I don't know enough about makeup to tell you what's better. Use what you got. Now again, if you're following what I'm doing, then you're going to want a lot of glitter. And I do mean like a lot of like glitter. This is not all the glitter I own. I may have a problem. Hang on, you're also gonna want some of these bad boys, some makeup wipes, or whatever makeup cleaner you use. I just think these are really convenient. You're also gonna want some sort of setting spray. I use Makeup Obsession's Lightning Glory because it's shiny and it's technically not a glitter. That's how I get away with things. Technically not a glitter. You're also going to want some sort of black makeup base if you want to do a beard. I tend to use this little like Halloween palette of just pressed black powder because I think it's the easiest. And then I go over it with this little pot of just a liquid, like a cream black mascara. A few extra brushes that are helpful and extra things in general that are just neat to have. Like some sort of wide like brush, like just sort of a, not super wide, but wide enough to just stab around your eyes. A chisel tip brush, super helpful for eyebrows, face in general. These things are a godsend, really. And last but not least, a powder and a powder puff or brush. They just help set things. Safety. All right, so let's get down to it. First off, what I forgot to mention before, that are very helpful, some spongy boys like this, or a beauty blender. I guess you're supposed to get these wet. I got this kind of damp. I'm not really sure the difference. I've tried it both times now. Not sure I see much of a difference. So I'm gonna get my foundation out. Yeah, we'll go with this one. I got two of them. I don't know why. We're gonna get this out and just load that up. Load it up with makeup. Do your best. Have fun with it. Remember, drag is about enjoying yourself. Drag means friendship. I've never done this as a tutorial before, y'all. This is exciting for all of us. Blend it into your neck so that there isn't like a clear line between your face and your neck. You don't want that. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe that's the look you're going for. I'm not here to judge. Just as a general rule. Not the thing you usually want to do. Stepping on a crack. Mean bottle of a top of one night. It is really weird to do this in a camera. This is what YouTubers must feel like. Into our contouring.
Station wagon driving through the mud. I'm on my way past the graveyard, stepping on the crack. A mean mother Hubbard Papa, one night Jack. I know you see my headlights, the honking of my horn. I'm calling out my bloodhounds. Chase that devil to the core. Last night I chucked to Mississippi. Now that sucker dry as a bone. I'm born in a taxi cab. I'm ever going home. It's about the graveyard, stepping on the crack. Mean mother Hubbard Papa, one night Jack. I've seen the glory and the train into the ditch. I only come to Baton Rouge. I gotta find myself a witch. I'm gonna smash me up a couple of them every time it rains. You see, I look, I'm more than probably thinking it's a train. With the past the graveyard, stepping on the crack. Mean mother Hubbard Papa, one night Jack. What do you think is the sunshine? Just a twinkle in my eye. Got a ring around my finger, called the 4th of July. I get a little lonesome, a tear fall from my cheek. Gone to pay an ocean in the middle of the week. With the past the graveyard, stepping on the crack. Mean mother Hubbard Papa, one night Jack. Coming to town on a night train, arm full of boxcars. The wings of a magpie was a hooligan night. I'm gonna tear me off a rainbow, wear it for a tie. I never told the truth, so I can never tell a lie. With the past the graveyard, stepping on the crack. A mean mother Hubbard Papa, one night Jack. Hey, 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 hey. Oh. Hey, 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 hey.
Highlight time. Find your skull and just grab it with your hands. Just kidding. Just find it with the sponge on your fingers and then just go for it.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Broken glass, rusty nails, the wild violets grow. Say goodbye to the railroad, the mad dogs of summer. Some men would do it for diamonds. Some men would do it for gold.
Okay, so because it looks kind of weird and pale, I usually set this before I do anything else. Setting powder, like a powder puff, and then just sort of brushing it on in there.
There's a hole in the ladder, a fence.
Brush. Shadow.
As a hatter, you're thin as a dime. Go out to the meadow, the hills are green. Sing me a rainbow, steal me a dream. Small time Napoleon's shadow.
When in doubt, what would Guy Fieri do?
Stays in a saddle for.
Okay, I did a bit of cleanup, but because I couldn't see it in the camera. I do take this, there's a little pot of black, and I go over it just a little bit because I think it really adds like some texture. It makes it look a little bit more realistic up close. Should you, not that you should be getting up close to people right now.
But some men will do it for gold. Wounded, but they just keep on climbing. Sleep by the side of the road.
beard. This is kind of a little jacked here, but you get the picture. We also want to fill in our eyebrows.
For heart attack and mine. Dr. Lord, you beggar man thief. Village all remarkable, looks all in disbelief. If you wanna taste the madness, have to wait in line. Probably see some.
This is the base. This is the base to which all of the glitter adheres. Use that same like black from earlier for our beards to just sort of. Lean hard into like the emo middle schooler inside of you.
See that little Jersey girl, a see-through top. Let the pedal push and sucking on a soda pop. Well, I bet she's still a virgin.
If you have a chunkier glitter, put it on first, it'll make it a lot easier. You're just gonna wanna put that. Now you do not wanna get this stuff in your eye. Never get glitter in your eyes. Really, I put it closer than you should. But I like to live life on the edge.
Find your ignorance and blissful every goddamn time. Your wedding party, RTD, your heart attack and vine. Bunny's eyes shine white, shorty found punk. Don't you know there ain't no devil, that's just God when it's drunk. Well, this stuff will probably kill you. Let's do another line.
Okay. Now you gotta let that dry for a sec. Oh, even more glitter.
Hands on fire. White spade hanging on the telephone wire.
Alright, let it dry. Let it dry. Blow dry your face if you feel like that's what I'm gonna go do. Sometimes, if you're like me, you'll realize not nearly enough glitter. So I usually put more.
Remarkable looks all in disbelief. If you wanna dance some madness, you have to wait in line. You probably see someone you know from not that can buy. See that little Jersey girl in a see-through top. Pedal, pedal, put your sucking on the soul.
Lipstick time.
But it's only 25 to 9. You can see your failure, my heart attack is there. All these arms.
I also forgot I had this stuff, which is a highlighting powder from Wet n Wild's like spooky Halloween collection. And it's just like a nice little silver powder, so I'm just gonna put some of it on. Okay. Watch, ready? Sparkle. Yeah, that's why I love this lipstick. Alright, so last step to all this is that I usually slick my hair back because it helps me differentiate how I look on a daily from how I look when I'm doing drag, which is a nice feeling. To have a different sort of like swagger and a different sort of like hairstyle and things. I feel like it adds to the situation. I have this Suavecito pomade. That's what this is. It's my favorite. It smells really good. This one has some black ink in it because of a mishap I had with my very old job. where I had blue hair and I was not allowed to have blue hair. And I was supposed to wear a wig, but I couldn't find it. So I, like a genius, took a bunch of ink and just poured it into my suavecito. And I was like, oh, that'll be fine. That'll work. We'll make it work. And technically it did. My hair looked black for that whole day.
She always said that little drop of poison.
And there it is. Drag makeup. Yeah, no, but play around with it. Have fun. Find the colors of glitter you like best. Again, if you don't like glitter, you're welcome to your wrong opinion. Thanks y'all for being here and experiencing my first ever tutorial video with me. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I will get back to them as best I can. And stick around, see what else we're doing here, because we've got a lot of things coming up and a lot of things we're trying to get out. I know it's really hard for everybody right now with what's going on, but Pride Center's still here for you. If you need us, check your emails, because we send out a lot of emails, and just check in with us, you know, hang out. We'll be having a film fest, and we've got some really great like book like reading lists and stuff and ways to get access to books and just some cool stuff coming up. And you know, take care of yourself, have fun, and don't be a drag, just be a king.